Hello again, my students, and today we're going to make a poster pattern for our project here. First, we're going to build this kind of poster-like portion on our canvas for now, and then we're going to create a shape that will be our poster pattern. This will be just an example for this particular lesson. We're going to create this tiny ghost-like character that we can create as a pattern. It's simply, we're just going to make, I'm just going to repeat that again. I'm just going to make this shape, alright, it seems a little bit of slippery hands here. Now I'm just going to create this shape of a key, like a slightly deformed keyhole. That's kind of a horrible analogy. But anyways, I'm just going to create this portion. I'm just going to make the shape of this particular shape here that looks like a slightly deformed keyhole. That is. And then we're going to change it into something that we can modify the color with. Okay. Now we're just going to change the width of this shape. This is the width. You can change it to either the soft side or a little bit of a blocky side or the pointy side. And then afterwards we're going to create the eyes of this little Muppet ghost here. And then this little Muppet ghost here, we're just going to duplicate it so that we won't be creating any of that disturbing, not so symmetrical eye proportion. Now, afterwards, we're just going to make a little bit of a mouth for this tiny ghost thing. Okay, now we're just going to make this alignment here, and presto, we have its mouth. Afterwards, we're going to make a little bit of adjustments to the composition of the mouth so that we'll be able to put it at the right position. And okay, now I'm just going to put some tiny eyes, these tiny highlight eyes on this little ghost Muppet here. Now once we've made that, okay, I'm just going to move it a little bit. It seems that it has a lazy eye. Now, there we can make this a little bit okay, now it's a little bit more like a Muppet ghost now. Okay, now we're just going to group this. Alright. Okay, a group. I'm just going to group it. Now there's a particular technique that I can show you that you can create patterns all at once, or a quick way to create the patterns. Now all we need to do is to simply duplicate it. Okay, now we just have to make this a little bit white there. Now we're just going to ungroup it so that we can get the shape, get the eye, the face of our work here. Okay, I'm just going to remove that, since I just realized it's a little bit transparent. But always small minor adjustments that we just need so that we'll be able to make this up. Now we're just going to add a new layer. This time we're going to place this layer here to another layer. We just have to move it. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to move it to a particular layer, which is okay. I'm just going to move it to this layer here. Okay. Move it to layer 1, and then this one will be moved to layer 2. That way, if we make the arrangements, there won't be any problems in arranging the objects here. Okay, now we're going to group it. Now we can start with duplicating it. There you go. Now here's my trick. It's called a times 2 technique. If you make 2, press the right click button. Okay, if you make 2 duplicates, duplicate once more, then move it to the right side, And then once you make already 4, group everything, select everything and then duplicate it once more. Okay, I'm just going to adjust the size so that it would fit our tiny poster on the bottom here. Now, since the outline is a little bit overwhelmed by the black background, we're going to change the color to green. Okay, we're just going to change that to a little bit of a dark green color, or at least a military green. Let's see. Okay, not the red. Alright, green. And just selecting what's the proper color for this. Okay, light green. Nope. Okay, okay, that would be a good green. Now, once we made that, okay, anyways, about the technique. Now, once we made the technique, now we're going to select the 4 once more, then duplicate it, and then we're going to move it at the bottom. Okay, it's a little bit moving too slow. I'm just going to move it down manually. Now, now we're going to select the rest. Now, group, I'm just going to select everything, duplicate, move to the bottom, repeat. That's my way of trying to replicate all of the patterns here. Okay, now we can group it, put it back in, and then we're just going to make a little bit of adjustments with the pattern here. I'm just going to make it a little bit symmetrical so that it will be there won't be any it won't be anything disturbing to the design. Okay, we're just going to move it at the side. Make it. We're just going to make it with a little bit of a there. All right. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, just a few more adjustments so that we'll be able to create this. Now, once we've managed to group everything, okay, we're just going to make it a little bit top there. Okay, now we can group it. Okay, once we've managed to group it, we're just going to save the file, save as, and then we're going to name it patterns. Okay, pattern. Just going to name that one. And once we've already named it, we can export it by using the export PNG file there. And we can modify the pixels to 600, and then we're going to press export. And we're just going to wait for a few moments so that we'll be able to export the entire image. So, okay, it's running a little bit slow, but no worries. It's always because the pixels are a little bit higher than usual, so it's a little bit of a high quality portion there. And once you've done everything, once we've managed to cover a lot of this, I'll see you in the next lecture.